Morning traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So yesterday we had a pretty much up and down day, and right now I'm still sort of very bearish, even though we've had these 2 days of pretty strong move, but we had a pretty strong move to the downside, so big up or big down, big up, big confusion. But the key for me at the moment is this level. So we rejected it yesterday, and I was expecting us to get to that level there for a breakout retest, which didn't really materialize, and you can kind of see where the traders were looking. So, that was the most logical one, and then the bears looked for another entry, and there it was there on that fractal there, and that's what they used as their level. Okay, so at this stage we're gapped up, we're running with the Asian markets at the moment, but this here is not a pretty picture for me. Okay, so technically speaking, I'm going to have to use another level here. On the daily, I'm looking for a break below the low of yesterday. Okay, but there may be another entry, and we're going to get to that now. Right, so you can see that that level that we bounced off yesterday coincide with a 3-hour 200 EMA. Okay, so the trend is definitely still to the upside. Let's not worry about that at the moment. We do have a close below the -20, which is always a bearish signal. Happened here. So break below this area here, and we're going to get on the lower time frames, but one of these fractals, this fractal will work, but this one's better. But a break below these lows here of yesterday is your signal to be short. Okay, now if we look at the 1 hour, you can see we are flirting with the 200 EMA again. You see how we got through it, exhaustion bar through it, and then immediately the bears came in and sold off it. Okay. And that just shows you how important it is to draw those tails in. So look for your fractal levels on the daily and draw them in, and then fine tune it on the 4 hour. At the moment, this is looking like a short entry, and you've got 100 and I'd take it higher. You've probably got a 200-point stop loss at the moment, which is a bit of a challenge. Okay, looking at the oscillator, it's very flat. There's nothing really here. And you can see pretty much going sideways, and this is always an indication when you see the awesome oscillator like this. Okay, look at this oscillator. Look what's forming on the 30 minutes at the moment. So I definitely think we're going to have a move back down into this area here. Okay, so yesterday was extremely tough day to trade. I mean, I think I was sitting on this thing. I think I had 9 trades in total on this yesterday. 2 losses and the rest were wins, but very tight stop losses, and just trading this. First was trading the breakouts, which breakouts were failing, and then we switched to just trading the range, which was a little bit of a more profitable trade. Okay, so I think for me at the moment, no real direction. Even though we have gapped up sort of 100 points at the moment, there's no proper direction at this stage. So I'll just wait for European Open to see what happens, and then trade from there. But the Dax is not looking very well, I'd say positive. It's pretty much neutral at the moment. There's no real clear structure on it at the moment, and it's the same with the Dow at the moment. So my structure, there's my fractal to the upside, but the fractal to the downside is very much kind of where we opened at 26,513. Okay, so my view today is I suspect we're going to need to break below this area here for shorts to be triggered. So 26,435. Until we break through that, this thing is ranging. Okay, so this is pretty much ranging. This could be a head and shoulders forming as well. and it's pretty interesting that I can see this head and shoulders on a number of instruments at the moment. So, yeah, anything's possible. I think, yeah, yesterday we had the Feds talking, which didn't do much to the market, sort of very volatile. We had trade meetings going on yesterday, and that also didn't help. So there's still a lot of concern in the market about the trade wars. There's a lot of concern in the market about growth, economic growth, recessions, etc. So that's a reality of what's happening at the moment. So for me, this is sideways, and until we sort of get some kind of a direction, it's going to stay sideways. Now, I just want to move across to the ichimoku. On the hour here, we've got nothing really. We've got a lot of support below on the hour. The size of the cloud indicates support. But if you look at the 4 hour, the concern for me is we are below the cloud, which indicates downward trend. We do have a bullish crossover here, but that's the only bullish crossover, and I think this is indicating a trap. Okay, so Chico span is not through price, and we don't have a twist in the cloud. But whenever you see Kijinson and Tekinson running in the opposite directions, what I mean by that is if we're heading down, we want red above blue. So we want Kijinson above Tekinson. Okay, and when we're heading up, we want blue above red, like it is, but they both need to be pointing to the upside, not one pointing up, one pointing down. This is an indication of confusion. Okay, so it could also be a trap. See, there's an up move. Let's find a down move, and there's a down move. Okay, so this structure we see on the 4 hour is not a pretty picture right now. And then the last thing is we've got a crossover, a bearish crossover here on the daily. And again, that brings the low of yesterday into play. Okay, so with that in mind, let's just come back to our Bull Williams. Let's put that level in. So you can see Bull Williams on the daily is also indicating the trend is down. And that is my line in the sand. Okay, 26,433. If we get through 26,430, short it is, and you can pretty much have, I would keep a fairly wide stop because it could still be pretty volatile, but that is the move that I see. And the reality here is we do have a second move. Okay, so we've got challenge the bottom for a double bottom, and then challenge this area here of 25,288. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much touch and go for me at the moment, and I think I'm really leaning towards shorting off this level with a stop above the high of yesterday. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards at the moment, but not going to take that trade now. We'll wait until the European markets get going, and then we'll have a look. You know, if price gets back down here by the time Europe opens, that's fine, but then I'll be looking for this break, because if this break does happen, 26,433, 26,430, then definitely in on that trade. Okay, there we go. That's my view at the moment. Any upside breaks, in other words, break above this level of 2,663, I think I'll take that with a little bit of caution and pretty much be very concerned about 26720, because there will definitely be sellers stepping in off that level as well. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. More down than up at the moment, but you know, we do have some conflicting signals. Breaks above the alligator indicating trend break. So the reality is these two levels, the high and low of yesterday, are the levels we need to pay attention to today. And I know it's quite large, which is why I'm saying wait for the European Open, and you can get some structure. That's 240 points swing that we could have. Okay, anyway, guys, that's my view at the moment. Hope it helps, and I will catch you later. Cheers for now.